Sorry it's been a while, guys. Been a bit busy with work and everything. But we're outside on a nice, cool, cloudy day doing some work. I know I haven't posted any videos or anything about this, but this is Godzilla's new tank home that I have made from scratch-ish, DIY. I went to the store and bought the lumber and paint and all that. I didn't make all that, but I went through and designed it, made it, built it myself to fit in the space that I have, because I couldn't buy any pre-built tank that would fit. So we'll go over this a little bit and on the project I have going on over there right now. But this is mainly done out of construction of 1x material, and it is a white wood, non-pressure treated, so everything is then safe for Godzilla. Don't have to worry about the chemicals leaching out or anything like that. But for the most part, a lot of the framing with the corner boards and the side panels and the all structure is made out of 1x4s. So in that way it was both light but also still sturdy. And as you can see, I went screw nut crazy. Take a walk around. Got it all looking good. The bottom is going to be like storagey type area. I just didn't want a tank floor to ceiling. This is a little happy mistake. You know, I did the measurements. It's 36 inches long and 16, no, I think a little more than 16 inches wide. Take a fancy dancy tape measure here. Ew. So the outside dimensions are 19. So I made the inside to be 16 inches. So then that way he had plenty of room to walk around. So 36 inches on the inside, 36 inches long on the inside by 19 inches deep on the width on the inside. So that makes it a little over each way on the outside when you account for the width of the boards. But because of the measurements I did in these 1x4s, there ended up being a little gap here in the middle because I went from each side. So I left that there and I just put boards on the inside to cover it. So then that way, if need be, I have chased for all of the electrical cords from anything that sits on top now to go down to make it look a little bit nicer. But I went through, got it all nice and sanded, smoothed down on both the outside and on the inside before I painted it. And then went to the store and found what my research showed, a reptile safe paint. I'm not going to say what brand of paint I got because I don't want to be accused of getting the wrong paint for other people's reptiles and animals and it caused harm to them. But based on my research, it's the paint I got, so that way it would not cause breathing problems for them. That, and I did all this painting outside, so then that way we didn't have to deal with it inside the house. But as you can see, it's nice and spacious in there, got nice levels. But like I said, mainly a lot of the framing and everything, I just did some touch-up paint, so might be some spots still a little wet, but a lot of the framing and the boards on the inside here are 1x4s. There are certain areas like here, made it a little bit wider. This is going to be where his heat lamp basking spot will be. But this was made out of 1x6s. So I got two of them strapped together. Then I used, boards underneath to hold it all up. Got boards mounted to the back side and all that. Same thing over here. I have a 1x6 board, little board right there. A couple 2x4s. Made a little space just so that way if he wants to hang his feet off the side, he can. This one I made a little bit bigger as a 1x6 that stretches the whole length of the cross, and a little ramp from the base here to climb up and here. As you can tell, I do have a couple gaps. So from here to here, I did not make anything. I got some stuff I already used in his existing tank I'm going to use in the meantime to make him a little bridge going up across there, but also there as well. So then that way, just reuse what I already have. But, you know, looking nice, looking good. Like I said, I just did some touch-up paint, so it's a bit wet. What I did here for the base, though, kind of like what I did for the bottom here, there is 1x4 as the structure base that goes around. But then what I did is I got, so along the edges, I got boards underneath here that go up like this, go across, and then going across like that. Then I took my 1/4 inch sheet of plywood that I cut, laid it, measured it, laid it down. Then I took these, made a border around it to help keep this in place. So now it's a sealed tight bowl area. But yeah, so that's why that doesn't have little grooves and boards like it does in the back. This is a piece of 1/4 inch plywood on the bottom here. Same as like down there. So you can see how the screw patterns are. I have the border base going around. Then I put pieces like this and screwed it in. Did the same thing up here. But as opposed to down here where I didn't put another border of 1x around on top, I did that up here just to help keep it in place. But also as a measure for this front piece here, which is going to be the front panel. But before we get to that, because this is all going to be one nice big piece, that's the goal. That's what's going on over there. But we got the top here. It is made out of 1x2s that I went cut on angles, measured cut on angles, and then I pre-drilled holes through since it's such small wood. And I put a dowel rod through with wood glue, glued it all together, sanded it down, all nice and neat, looking good. And when we open it up, you can look underneath. So this mesh is, went to the hardware store and got metal aluminum screening that you would put on your back screen door of your house or front door. That's what I got. I went, cut it to shape, and then went to Stapletown crazy. Just stapled it all down, so then that way Godzilla couldn't knock it off, get on out, do all that fun stuff, get around. Neither the bugs or the worms could get out as well if they climbed up there. So once I got that made, had to figure out how I was going to keep it down. What I did is I got hinges, put 2 on the back, just so that way it's easily hinged. Because then what the goal will be is to open up and access. I can just take the panel and lift it up. So then all I have to do is just take this, lift it up enough to open it, just like that, and then pull the panel out, and then have like a little piece of wood block wedge there on each side. Then put the panel back in, close it up, then keep it all in place. These little locking clamps that you put, like, you know, key lock or combination lock through. I'm not going to worry about that because I got one on this side and one on this side, and it's not going anywhere. If I really need to put something, I can just get some scrap wire, put it through, lock it in, so then that way it can't pop its way out. But all I do is just press it down, pull it out, press it down, pull it out, and now can access it, open it, do all that. The goal is here to be able to just set on the top here the lamps and lights. So I'm just going to reuse what I have for the moment, because, you know, this was quite a bit pricey. As you all know, going to the hardware store, lumber is on the expensive side, so was not the most cost-effective thing. The little pint quart size, quart of can paint I got was $30 for it. So fortunately enough, I only needed one to get the main coat on, and then all the touch-up painting I've been doing. I've lost count of the price of all the lumber I've spent on with the numerous trips that I've done. Ahsoka, get out of the garden. Out! Crazy dog. But yeah, so all that lumber, the screws and everything that I put in. But yeah, that's, pretty expensive, but it gets designed to how I want it, to fit the space I want, so I can't complain too much. And I get to make it with my hands, make it myself, be proud that I made it myself, DIY'd it all the way. But the other big expensive part is this front panel that I'm making here, that I got cutting over there. It's going to be one piece of pretty much like plexi plastic glass. Let's see, put the big level down, and let's see, show you what I got. So that's what I got. 40 by 60 durable plexiglass. I forget how many millimeters thick it is, but it's nice good thickness that it's not going to be easily knocked over by Godzilla when he comes up and bangs across it if he wants to. Here's actually a little cross cut of it, as you can see. It's not some wimpy cut. I took a corner out because I was testing different ways to cut it. I'm going to take some angle grinder with a cutting wheel and got my line marked that I'm going to cut. Best way I was told to do it, you lay down your painter's tape and then you cut it, so then that way it leaves nice edges and no chipping across it. So that's going to be a nice big panel, single piece sheet going across. But yeah, so that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I will make a post about when it's all set up and in place. Thanks for watching, and again, hope you enjoyed.